easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. I should have known better that she's a friend. Waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Careless whispers of a good friend to the heart of man. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you find. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no ring. Oh, it's easy to pretend. I know you're easy to fool. Should have known better than to cheat a friend. Waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Well, hi there pluckers, I was Sore Fingers again with you with hopefully another interesting lesson for you. Classic song from George Michael, of course, Careless Whisper. A shortened version, obviously, just repeats more of the same basically with different words, okay. Standard tuning, no capos as you can see, and we're doing it in the same key as George Michael's original version, okay. So you'll be able to play along with his recording, okay. Apologies for the singing, it's not in my key, this song. Just for reference only, it's not intended to be any form of cover version, okay. So let's get to it. So the introduction, starting off, what I like to do for the introduction is a little slide using my first finger, second fret of the third string, the G string, and you slide up to the 10th fret, okay. So that's sort of it. Okay, and when you get to the 10th fret, you bar all three strings, top three strings, on the 10th fret. So, and you form that bar, and you put your pinky or third finger, whichever is easier for you, on the 12th fret of the top E string. Okay, and then you strum those three strings, 3, 2, 1. So you go. Okay, so. That sort of thing, okay. So when you've got that, you do that one. Then you take your pinky off, play the bar now. First string, second string, third string. So you got that. So then you put your pinky back on the 12th fret of the top E string and do it again. So you play that twice, basically. Okay. So here we go. Then we move to the second shape, which is this. I'm just barring now first and second strings on the 6th fret. Okay. I've got my second finger on the 7th fret of the third string, and I find it easier to use my pinky on the 8th fret of the top E string. You could use your third finger. I like use my pinky, so third finger or pinky depending on yourself, okay. And again you strum the top three strings, 3, 2, 1. Take the pinky off and play 1, 2, 3. Like you did up here on the 10th fret, yeah? Put your pinky back, strum the top three strings again, and take your pinky off, and this time you only play the first and the second strings. Okay, so go. So now we've got this. Bit of a pause, and then you play that shape, bar on the first two strings on the 6th fret and the second finger on the 7th on the 3rd, just those three like that. Okay, so now you've got pause, and then you do that. Now it's a very quick change here. It's right, so that's those three. Then you perform a diagonal chord, a B flat major 7. First finger's playing the 5th fret of the top E string. Second finger's playing the 6th fret of the 2nd. The third finger's playing the 7th fret of the 3rd, and pinky is playing the 8th fret of the 4th. So you do that. Then you form that shape immediately afterwards, and so you go. You can sort of build it up if you like as you go. You start on the top E string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string. So you go so far then. Very slowly. Got, and then we basically, what I do with the way I play it is to move the pinky down a string, down a fret, sorry, not a string, from that 8th fret down to the 7th fret, and play that note, then back to the 8th fret. So it goes, and then I go back up to the 8th, down to the 7th, back up to the 8th. But I'm using my pinky, you could use whatever finger's more comfortable for you, okay? Don't have to follow exactly what I do. So you go 7, 8, then you do the 5 on the 3rd string, it goes bit of a pause, and then as far as we've got, then the 7 on the 3rd, 5th on the 2nd, 6 on the 2nd, 8th on the 2nd, and then finally the 5th on the top E. So you got that's 7 on the 4th, 8th on the 4th, 5th on the 3rd, 7 on the 3rd, 5th on the 2nd, 6 on the 2nd, 8 on the 2nd, 5 on the top E string, and that's the whole intro. And you repeat this. The second time round you don't do the slide, you go straight into that. Right, so the intro in its entirety, slowly. Okay, and then we go into a D minor. Now I'm doing it the way I would suggest you do it. I'll give you alternatives a bit later. So I'm playing a D minor bar chord. Okay, 5th fret bar, minor shape. So it comes into that. I feel so, and it's like that sort of rhythm. Okay. Feel so unsure. Now the second chord is a G minor 7, a barring on the 3rd fret and a single 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, the A string. So D minor to a G minor 7th. So feel so unsure. Now what happens now is there's a very quick open A string. And then we go to a B flat major 7. Okay, and that is a bar across the 1st fret, Second finger is playing the second fret of the third string. The third finger is playing the third fret of the fourth string, the D string, and pinky is playing the third fret of the second string. All 6 strings should sound like that: B flat major 7. Just repeat: bar, first finger of first fret, second finger, second fret of the third string, the G string, third finger, third fret of the fourth string, the D string, and pinky, third fret of the second string, the B string. Okay. So, from the beginning so far, we're coming to the verse. Feel so unsure. Then there's that quick open A string, and immediately go into the B flat major 7th. As I take your hand, and the first chord of this sequence is an A minor 7th. Same chord as the G minor 7th shape-wise, but on the 5th fret. 5th fret bar, and the 7th fret on the 5th string. And then he just repeats the whole sequence again: D minor, G minor 7th, B flat major 7th, A minor 7th. Okay? So from the beginning of the verse, slowly. I feel so unsure. I'll take your hand and lead you to there. I didn't get the timer right, did I? Sorry, so let's do it again. I feel so unsure as I take your hand, lead you to the dance floor. As the music dies, something in your eyes close to mine, a silver screen, and all is sad good. And then you go into the chorus, same chords again. Never gonna dance again, guilty feeling, got no rhythm. No, it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. I should have known better than to cheat a friend, waste the chance that I've been given. So I can't dance again the way I dance with you. And that's all the chords in the song. It just goes round and round and round on those 4 chords, okay? So just to reiterate, that open A string, you don't have to do it, it's an optional. Okay, that's the one that goes there, that very quick A before the B flat major 7th. Okay, you don't have to do it, but it's in there. Okay, now the only options I can show you chord wise are to play a D minor instead of playing the bar chord. D minor, just play a standard D minor shape, open chord, because I feel so unsure. You really have to play the G minor 7th like that. There's no real alternative really. And the same with the B flat major 7th really, there's not really alternative really. There are obviously different ways you can play it, but they're no easier than that. And the A minor 7th, obviously you could play down here instead of up here. You could play the A minor 7th like an A minor down here with your third finger off, open third string. So you could play okay, so that's the only easier bits I can show you really, the D minor, the A minor 7th. In different positions. Okay, like I said, the B flat major 7th, there are alternative ways of playing it obviously, but they're no easier than that in my opinion. Okay, so let's get to it. I suppose yeah, no, I think really that's the best alternative, I think really. Yeah, I won't throw any more into the fire. Right, so when you come out of that first chorus, where it goes, so I never dance again, the way I dance with you, there's a little bit of a solo bit. So I'll just show you that bit now. It's the same chord sequence, but there's obviously a little bit of lead work. So what you do is you slide from 5 to 6 on the second string, back to the 5th on the second. So 5 to 6 on the slide, on the 2nd, and then back to the 5th fret, and then back to the 6th fret, and then the 3rd fret on the 3rd string. So it's right. Okay. And then the second phrase is another slide from 5 to 6 on the 2nd, to 5 to 6, then 3rd on the top E string to 5 on the top E string. So now you've got slowly. So as we got, and finally you go up to the 10 on the top E, up to 12, to 13, back to 10. So, okay, so the whole thing. And then we go back into the next verse. Time, never me, the careless whispers of a good friend. So you get the idea, don't you? And then after it does that verse, it goes back into the intro again. So you come out of the pain is all you find, pain is all you find, and you go back into the okay, and then off another, do another one of those, and then you insert another verse and another chorus, etc. The only other thing is in that second verse where it goes time can never be the careless whispers of a good friend to a heart of mine. So, and then it goes. That if you've got another guitarist with you, you can't really do it if you're doing your own thing, but and that little riff starts on the 7th on the 3rd to the 5th on the 2nd, 6th on the 2nd, up to the 8th on the 2nd, up to well, you can either play the 5th on the top E string, so you go, so it goes, or you can go up to, or you can, instead of playing that one, you can carry on and go to the 10th on the 2nd. So it's, because I like to do that because you can slide from 8 to 10 on the 2nd. Okay, so and then it goes, does that 8 to 6 pull off on the 2nd, and then finally 7 on the 3rd. So okay, so it goes. There it goes. Time never made the careless whispers of a good friend to a heart of mine. That sort of thing. Okay, if you've got another guitarist with you. And that's all I can tell you about that. It basically just repeats more of the same. Hope you enjoyed that. My version of, or my take on it for a single acoustic. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.